Mission 2, Terminal Switch. Welcome to Oak Point Yard. We need a cut of boxcars taken to Hunts Point Terminal. Once there, hook up and bring another consist back. So yeah, hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Dovetail Games Train Sim World, where in this episode we'll be going through the freight side of the Northeast Corridor. So I have no idea where I'm meant to be going right now. Now which way do that? Oh, okay, of course, we'll be the other side of this train. Cool, so I have to keep that on for now. And this doesn't look like a very long one, so we'll just spin around the back. So yeah, hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Dovetail Games Train Sim World Northeast Corridor. Well, like I said, this time we'll be going through the freight side of things. So one thing I and a lot of people have said about this DLC pack is that yes, you get an ACS-64, which is the train, but no, it's the freights things, the yards, the switching, that is the absolute just the absolute major thing of this DLC, the pinnacle of this DLC. So we'll get aboard this train and then we'll get ourselves ready to go. So head out to the Bronx River Bridge. Once there, you'll need to jump out and set a track switch to gain access to Hunts Point Terminal. Cool, so set the reversers to forward. Jets are complete. And there you go, stop at location 1.6 miles. From anything from CSX Heavy Haul, you sound the horn twice to signal to others you're about to move. And there we go, make sure that's all released, and that's going to come back by 1. So yeah, driving the I don't know what freight locomotive unit this is, or it's not the GP40, but yeah, it's not too bad. So let's just carry on going, I guess. So let's talk about the actual like CSX Heavy Haul stuff as well. So the initial map pack you get, CSX Heavy Haul, me personally, it's not something I've driven too much. I mean, the US freight trains and that kind of stuff is not something like I mainly go for this simulator. I mean, for me, the only mission I've really completed is the first one, Helping Hand, I believe it was called, but I'm probably wrong, and the turntable train switching one as well, which was quite a lot of fun actually, in the sand patch grade. So in Cumberland Yard, that's the name of it. So for me personally, like, I haven't used it too much. I did buy the GP40 DLC, knowing that it does also work in the Northeast Corridor in the free mode. And fair enough, there was an issue like the scenarios as well when this DLC actually first came out, which led to a small backlash from the community. But that's all sorted out now, and really things are starting to look a lot better. So at the end of the day, with all the yards in the map, I mean, if I show you the map quickly, like all that just really shows you how many, like, you got this yard over here, yard over here, yard over here, like the whole thing's just full of different yards along the entire route, and that is really where this DLC shines. So there you go, another train on the track over there on my left. And before I do continue, let me set the brake here. There's one thing I figured out, a small, not glitch, but like one thing you do need to make sure is that at this point you change the point here so that you go onto the main line, because the one down there, you continue on this track, takes to a buffer, and I figured that out the hard way. So yeah, let's go back on boards. There you go. I mean, I can change the points from the map, but it's more fun off the train. I mean, like I said, if you got the freight train stuff, you're going to find a lot more fun. Whoops, wrong way. You'll have a lot more fun, like switching these points manually, moving the train around yourself, like all that. A lot more fun, down to earth, opposed to just doing it on the map. So yeah, once the brakes are released, there you go, train will now move again. Alright, throttle 2, it's probably a little bit of wheel spin there, and we are going uphill. Brakes, however, should be released, so that's release, and that's off. There we go, now moving again. And we're stopping at the Bronx River Bridge in 1.2 miles. Go back to idle. And for me, being on the siding here, the side tracks, away from the main line, my speed limit for most of this will be about 15 miles per hour, so I'm not going too fast at all. Just what the standard of this US track here will allow me to go. So if we carry on going nicely here, stop at the bridge, and then I believe I have to change a point before going back. But like I said, on the track to my right, where I was last time, I just crashed into a small buffer at the end of that, which was rather awkward for me. So yeah, this is actually take 2. Something I don't normally have to do in my videos, but hey, I gotta do it, and I'll be open about it too. So let's carry on. We are going uphill slightly, so I do need to bear that in mind when setting my speed. But yeah, I do need to remember that this having throttles as they are takes a lot of adjusting, and I do need to remember that this is also not like a cruise throttle as well. So before, if you set the throttle to like 1, it'll then go to like 50 miles per hour and cruise there. Setting 2 is like 25 miles per hour and cruise there. Not realistic at all. A lot of people had issue with it, so they complained to Delta Games and they actually changed that. So now it's a lot more natural. So how to train the accelerator and move. So I do need to bear that in mind. Like I said, I bought the GP40 DLC because GP40 itself is very similar, but it's a nice little it's like a breath of fresh air kind of thing. So let's carry on, shall we? I can see the buffer now, just up ahead. Hills on that there. I crashed into last time. So the moment we pass that, progress is being made officially. At least for me it has. Yeah, now past it, I'm making progress. In no time, I'll be at the yard. So, let's put that back in idle. We are going downhill now, so I will need to actually start using the brakes a little bit. That initial, shall we? And then once that slows down enough, I can then release the brakes again. Right, so tracks to my right, I mean, hang on, it's 800 yards now to the point. Yeah, it's not too far away, so we'll cross over to that. So I don't know. Again, I don't know the whole track layouts here. Something I'm still learning, the routes knowledge. But that we'll figure out eventually. So it looks like there's a highway slash freeway to our left, based on that sign I saw. Otherwise, this is the not so nice part of New York, I think, is like how we'll say it. Well, it's more like, it's a lot more like industrial, a lot less built up really. It really is just the industrial outskirts. I mean, it's kind of like in the UK, you've got like the especially with London, you've got like the east part of London, south part of London, where it's a lot more industrialised, a lot more going on. But if it's places like Manchester as well, like for example Salford and the island over in that area, like that's what now been rebuilt. It's fairly nice to be. There we go. So now on the this track here, the Bronx River Bridge. Right, is this the Bronx River crossing? Possibly. I think so. I don't know. Again, I do apologise, but my route knowledge in this part of the US is not specialised in any way, shape or form. All I know is that I've got to stop in about 130 yards. In fact, so just put it on full braking now. Automatic, nope. Oh, okay. No, full service is what I want. A little less actually. Need the whole train to be over the points. Too much throttle maybe, but what's going on there? Whoops. Yeah, it's all released. Let me just, whoops, no. Wow, I'm going the wrong way with these throttles. Let me just reset the train essentially, just bring it back down to 0. Throttle 1, there we go. These trains you'd have to treat with a fair bit of care. It's not like the original train simulator where you start moving. With these trains, you've actually got to like properly move everything, kind of like realistic how it would be. So that's in neutral, brakes in full service. And now what I now need to do is head outside, and there you go, set the track switch. So in reality I could do it in the map, but as I said before, it's a lot more fun actually getting out the train and moving everything manually to how it needs to be. So if we sprint to the back. Cross over the bridge again, which isn't too far away from me, I guess. And actually, yeah, this is very useful to say that Dovetail Games, the train team, did increase the sprint speed of your guy. So there's a few people who had like a moan about how slow this guy would run. So basically what the devs did was just increase the speed of his running, so that for parts like this, it wouldn't take you so long to get to the back of the train. So set the track now. There you go. Climb back aboard, and let's get going again. Man, it really, yeah, it didn't appear like a very long train, I have to say, but when you do get out, man, things start to appear a lot bigger than they actually are. So, spring back to the front of the train again, where I will then be able to start get going. So I can now hear the engines of these again. Climb back aboard. I don't know why I closed the door, because it needs to open it again. And there we go, sit down, set the, that's to reverse. Stop at location, the entry. That goes to release, and power, throttle 1. So whilst I'm here, I don't check the map. There's a train actually about to pass on my left side. There they are. I do like the ACS-64. It's a fairly nice train. So whereabouts are they? Whoops. No, I don't want cameras. What have I done? Just stick it on engineer's seats. Press 8 this time. Nope, it's 9 I want to press. Cool, so I am taking that point in there, and then they want me to stop at, well, actually that needs to change, because I'm following, yeah, another little feature of the map is that the actual track point's been highlighted, so you can now see the purple line. That was a godsend from them, because there was so many like confusions like where train was actually going. So then the train will now come to here. Cool, and then we can sort out after that. So I now started speeding. Idle that to put a bit of the braking on. So nope, I want braking, not cab lights. The issues of getting the controls confused and moving around. You're going uphill now though, 0.4% gradient, and I'll assume that is from the back of the train, so not so much for me to worry about just yet. I mean, probably a useful thing for me to do is actually just move this camera to the back of the train, just for me to actually figure out what's going on. And then, yeah, it was this point that I was going the wrong way. So, in reality, as it was default, I'd have crashed into that buffer thing right there. I'm glad it checks that right now, checking the map. So, is it the front of the train that needs to be at the entry, or the back of the train? So one thing I don't get, I mean, do I have to change the points at the back of the train, or do I just go as it tells me to? That we'll figure out in just a moment. So if I close the window again, because don't forget with this mission I will have to actually go back to where we started again once we do have the full length train ready to go, because it's a 40-minute long mission this, so they have to get the 40 minutes out of this one somehow. Oh yeah, your little push talk button here. Your walkie-talkie stuff, which is turned off, I believe, at this point. Yeah, display's turned off. That one has turned on. Cool, 900 yards to go. It's on idle. In a moment, it'll start braking again. Initial reduction just gets back into 50 miles per hour. Oh, actually, 0.2%. It's not too steep actually, so a bit more braking. That's probably may start going to power because we are going uphill again. In reality, the radio would definitely be active right now with the guy telling me how far to go and where to stop, because there's no way they'd leave me at the very front of the train looking to where the back of the train supposedly is. Try and get in the right position. I mean, where even is the rear of the train right now? External free camera. Nope, on that camera. We haven't entered the yards just yet. But actually I can see through those trees there. We are very much just about to. If we're entering the right tracks, that I have no clue about. Anyway, 300 yards to go. I'm going to put my trust in the game to tell me where I'm actually going. And yeah, the train's about 200 yards long, so we're going where it tells me to. We're going where it tells me to. Worst case scenario, I move the train forward again, and then reverse it back to wherever it wants me to go. A little bit more power, just so I can get this train going a little bit more. Are we changing this track? No we don't. Okay, right, I see what's going on. There's a gate over there, I can just about see. So my aim is to not crash into that gate, as it appears. Stop at location, max the brake out, and then comes a halt. Actually in line with the other cars there. Nicely done. A little bit too far for its liking, so I will move the train forward again. Right. I'm train just a tiny bit forwards. And stop it exactly where it wants me to go. There we go. I'm not sure why the sound's actually a bit off as well. Doesn't matter though. Back into idle. There we go. Max braking. We're not going too fast. Wow, actually it really wants me to very exact. It wants me to be very exact. Or not, that'll take it. Cool. So objective complete. Set the track switches to gain access to Hunt's Points track A2A. Bear with me. So they want me to go into this track here, which means I'm now going to have to move the whole train out again. You see what I mean? It's a very complicated setup this. Now I have to pull the whole train out again, just to go back in again. Either the waypoint's in the wrong place, or I'm doing something wrong. So if we now move the train forward again, first point I need to change again when the train's off of the points. So I'm actually going to go a couple hundred yards forward. Not going downhill, so that's fine. And it's this map, which should essentially be the view of the signaller right now. And I need to follow just to go onto the right track area. Stop at location. I know I need to stop at location, but man, there's something off at this point. Right, so hold the train now. we go, that's back into view again. So I'll now get off the train. Make sure brakes are all set. And let's get going again. So back down, back of the train. Because I believe the mission actually kind of wants me to go out the train and do this manually as well. Which I'm fine with doing. I mean, that's part of the heavy haul experience, I guess. And we've got a lot of running to do. Yeah, those cones are not going to let you through. Invisible walls for the win. So, back down to the switching area. And then change the track to wherever I need it to go. Again, as long as I get the waypoints, I can then use the actual map itself just to confirm where exactly I'm going. So, back I come. I should turn this on. There we go. So first things first is this point needs to be set. There it is. Right, that's the first one. Try now to take this track. And I believe that's the only one I actually need to change because that one's already correct. So yeah, that's all sorted now. And the reverse to this track where there are no cars to couple, apparently. I don't know. I know as much as you guys do. So I'll just go with the flow and see what the mission tells us to do. It might even just be a case where I'm dropping these cars off and then collecting new ones from like another track. I really don't know anymore. I'm just going with how the mission tells me to go. This gate is sealed. Never bug tests all that and all so forth. I don't know. Let's go. Backstack and come back to normal now. I can't wait to see what the end of mission report will be for my moving because I have just been running up and down, left, right and centre the entirety of this mission so far. It's quite funny actually. So back in we go. Close the door. Sit down. Flip it into reverse. Brake comes off. And then when that releases, we can start reversing again. And in this view, we just go back to the rear of the train. Gotta love the sound of CSX cars moving in the thing. Unlock the door. You can actually open the doors as well. Something I actually could do from day one. Open the cars, doors, and just move them all around. I remember the car. Whoops, nope. No, you go again. That was a lot cute. I remember the actual car transport thing. Actually, used to have like little model cars inside the thing as well, but they got removed down to lag issues. Which I'm on the right track here. Yes, I am. Yes, I am for once. Make sure this point is also straight, meaning I can now finally complete this first part of the mission. A little bit fast, so we'll put the braking on just to initial reduction to 10 miles per hour, which is the speed limit here. It's a level track, so just a case of bringing a little bit of power in, just keep the train moving. Got to stick my head outside just so I actually got any idea of what I'm looking at. That's the kind of state I'm in right now, so we're not too far now from the holding points. And yeah, in just a moment we'll then go to 100% brakes again. And that'll be the first part of this mission complete. So that'll just be now. Give a couple more seconds. There we go, now put some braking in. So actually that's a little bit too much braking. Go stop location, full service, and will that take it? You should do, but you won't do. There we go, now you'll do it. Oops, full service, there you go. Objective complete, the long way around. So now I need to uncouple vehicles, 15 of them to be exact. These ones I need to uncouple? Yes I do. So that's just simple as doing, where is it, the lever? Nope, not uncouple with ladder, uncouple, there you go. Wait a moment. There we go. Just complete, and now it's going to tell me to go back into the seat, and then one will assume a couple of a new set of cars, and then take those to the starting point. So back we go. Stop location entry. Make sure brakes are released. As is Flux working in the background. I'll be going to bed after this. Ready for upload tomorrow. So increase throttle. Fast, whoops, need to sound the horn twice as well to announce that I'm moving. And hopefully now I've got a super short train, it won't take me as long to run to the back of it when it comes to decoupling, recoupling, doing whatever we need to do. Right, so coming back to the starting point now. Yeah, just a moment, I'll then go back to the braking again. Hopefully that now that I don't have so many cars, it'll be a lot easier for me to stop properly. Anyway, just manage everything as it should be. So in a moment it'll just be spinning a bit of frost, put a bit of braking in. There you go, 100% it. Go a little bit far, but that shouldn't matter. And I can kind of guess what's going on. Set of tracks, which is again, it's time to access track C1B beyond the cut of boxcars. So I'll use the map to help me again. Which ones am I doing? So it would be this one. Then it is this one. Which one does it actually particularly tell me to... Ah, right. So if I actually go back, it's just telling me to stop a location. Cool, so I don't actually need to get out anymore. I can just do this one manually for once. I know it's more fun to do it inside the actual moving and stuff, but this mission's dragged out so long. I just want to kind of get it over and done with. So I'm moving to this one, beyond the... Am I reversing into those ones? That does make sense, because then I go back onto them. Ah, okay, that makes sense. I know what's going on now. So we drive beyond the boxcars. Then we reverse back down the line. And then after reversing, will we then get going? So actually, no, it's the wrong seat for me. Whoops, nope. No, that goes to neutral again. I should be in the other driver cab. So if we just use the bridge, press E to go along. the other door. Hello again. And head back into there. Perfect. Now that goes into reverse again. This releases, and then this throttle 1. So one thing I do want to check is my character model, because yeah, it's not exactly the one I picked. Yeah, I got this guy. So what I think has happened, whoops, they're braking, going too fast, is that because the normal character model has the ACS-64 outfits, the Amtrak outfits, you have to, so that these trains have the actual like realistic outfit of yard work of the high-vis jacket and that kind of stuff, it kind of switches your model out for that. It's not too much of an issue really, but you never know. For me, I don't mind it. At the end of the day, it's a driver model. If it's and the outfit as well is a lot more like New York as well. So you're, in her case, she's wearing just jeans, hoodie jacket thing, and the centered hard hat. So those cars there are what I now be driving. So once I'm beyond that, I'll then, sorry, beyond that plus a set of points, I'll then switch control into an actual driver, and then I'll assume we'll be taking it, so assuming I'll take it back to the initial starting point, where the mission will then end. How far do I have left to go? Whoops, no, I want to close the window, that should chop my head off. There we go. So, point is there. Can I actually reach that from the inside of the train? Answer is unfortunately not. If I could set a point whilst in the train, yeah, it would have been quite fun actually. So let's hook up with that, and then return to base. A little bit of power just so I can keep on going. Keep on going right to the end. Although yeah, I think we'll start braking in just a moment. How exactly do I want this one? That won't do. Okay. That should do it. Perfect. Go on then. Full braking. Close the window now. And then couple to automation. So back into map. I'll then set this power point here and point here to meet. And then meet up with the next set of cars. Again, forgot to do the horn. And then I want to connect to them at about 10 miles per hour. So not too slow, it's going to not couple properly or glitch out. I've had it a few times in the, or not a few times, I've had it once in the past, and that was in the Great Western Express. So not too slow, doesn't connect properly and glitch out. Not too fast, like derails the train. So like I said, 10 miles per hour whilst braking is generally a good number to have it at. So in a moment, if I now start applying the initial braking, and open that. Should allow us to couple to that without breaking anything. Wait a moment. Hold the brakes for a little bit. Objective complete. Good work. Push these cars back out to the Bronx River Bridge junction in order to head back to Oak Point Yard. So am I now going to be driving the train from this position, or do I return to go to the other cab? If I'm doing it from here, I'm doing it from here. I could set up the other train, but at this point I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to go for the sake of it. So that's there, that's there. I'm sure that's correct actually. Perfect. Right, so we'll get going now. I remembered it. I remembered it. So those two are correct. That one's correct. Up over here, that one's correct. Perfect, that'll do me. And once we're out of the yard as well, speed will then increase from 10 miles per hour to 15 miles per hour, which will then give me a chance to actually leave the track. Yes, goodbye Bronx River Yard, whatever this one was called again. I do apologise, I've forgotten it. But yeah, we're now leaving. And bear in mind, this is meant to be about a 40-minute long mission. It's going to be a little bit longer than that, I can already tell. We're about 37 minutes into this video. But the last mission is DLC pack, the New York switcher, is at least an hour in length, so that's going to be a bit of a marathon. Though that we'd have to worry about for a couple more weeks. I guess isn't too bad. So for now, let's enjoy this switch up to 50 miles per hour now. Going downhill, so I will now need to apply a little bit of braking as well, just need to remember that. But for now, because of the weight of the train, it's not causing too much an acceleration. Keep on initial reduction for now. That's just like a very early basic slowdown. Now going uphill, 0.5% gradients. But no need to increase the throttle just yet. For all the Americans that watch this series, please tell me, is there some like legal thing behind driving a train from this position, looking at nothing but that car? I mean, in the UK, there's like some services where to drive cars in the middle, which is fully legal and all that, but I don't know about the US, because this just seems, it's not odd, but it just doesn't seem like the most normal thing to do in driving a train. Anyways, 0.7 miles now to the Bronx River Bridge, a bit of throttling just so I can get the train back up to 50 miles per hour. In fact, this is my head sticking out the window skills come in useful. There we go, can now see trains coming around the turn. And I'll assume the bridge is just around the corner of that turn. Actually no, I take that back about the legality of it, because once I'm past the bridge, I'll then be facing that way, which again is not the most useful view in the world, but that's the view that then takes you back to the initial points. Oak something siding Oak something yard, I don't remember the name again. I do apologise. I do apologise. Right, stop a location, so I will now stop in just a moment. I'll just leave that window open. It's probably best to keep that open for the duration of this journey. Bring it back to 50 miles per hour, so now on the main line again. Once I'm past the bridge and past the siding, we're braking again, so I'm now going downhill, 0.6% gradient. Once I pass the track points, I'll then be able to go back into my normal run. Right, so there's the river. That. Please don't tamper with the brake valve settings. I've never seen that sticker before. It's quite funny actually, the little train breaking into 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces there. I like that. I've never seen that sticker before. So the little details that Dr. Games have added to this simulator, which just really brings it to life a bit. I mean, like I said, all these car numbers are different. So this one 129831, the driver car 2748. Right, again, that's all different. No matter what train you're in, no matter what car you're in, they're all different. And that's like the little details I do like in the simulator. Alright, start braking again. Full service. Should stop us within the allocated distancing. No, it doesn't. A little bit short. It's taking it. I don't care. If it's taking it, it's taking it. Alright, it's now for completionist. Let's set this point manually again. Yeah, set this point manually. And then get ourselves ready to go again to the Oak place. I want to say Old Oak Common, but no, that's the Great Western Main Line depot. So back over the bridge. And then set the point again. I want to say that I'm not sure if it's like a little bit of a lazy job from Dovetail Games here, and the mission makers, but it seems odd that now the train's facing the wrong way, the actual fronter train and all that stuff. Whoops, I apologise. It seems a bit odd that the fronter train, all that, is still set to the initial kind of point, to the initial stopping point, as opposed to having like a new one over here, a lot closer to the point. What I think they've done is the reason you have to like stop so far away and that kind of stuff is because the actual stop and go points are all like predefined for the same locations rather than having different ones depending on like how big your train is at this point in time. So I want to say it's possibly like a bit of a lazy job from them in this case, but again, I don't 100% know. I'll question Matt about that, because it seems a little odd I'm having to walk so far back and front all the time. And I want to say those lights right now actually are... Is that oh yeah, no, it is coming from that front train. Fair enough, I'll say that back. I was going to say, if that's from the other one, then that's the issue, but no. Oh, the train's rolling! Did I not set the brakes? Shoot, okay. Right, I need to get back on this train as soon as possible before it goes too fast and get back on. Okay, that's a problem. These cars have handbrakes on them. I'm now going to have to use the handbrake just to stop the train again. So, that's one there. Oh, shoot. Oh, boy. Did I not set the brakes? I'm sure I set the brakes. Right, third handbrake. I don't have to do all of them. Just enough to slow this train down. I think that's doing it. Not enough. Oh boy. Do these have handbrakes? I don't know. Climb up the ladder. Oh no, it is slowing down now. I'm sure I can find that in the real world, but obviously not in the game for health and safety. There we go, climb up steps. Hello again. Gosh, okay, did not expect that to happen. So that goes into reverse. The brakes are, so for initial reduction, that should be enough. Obviously not, because it's flat level ground. Anyways, I now need to go into free cam. So the first 3 cars can now release the handbrakes off. So release. 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 Okay, now it's starting to move again very slowly. This one never set, so I guess released. So now that we're in reverse, brakes now off. There's some power in. Let's all go backwards. So that window is already open. Just stick my head out and drive from this view now for the rest of the journey. Or, I need to cross over. Okay, I can't even walk up the staircase. I can, Nope. That's not going to happen. Oh well. Back to the main car it is. Let's ease across. And back into my train cab. Close the door. Behind me. Still on my left open, which is fine. And stand idle before I start speeding too much. So, whilst that's on its way back, now it's a good chance to make sure all the points are correct. So you're going that way. That's why the blue arrow is now moving on its own. This game is weird sometimes, it really is. As long as it doesn't affect the progress, that's all fine to me. So down we go. Then we make the switch, which is all correct. And then take this track, to that track, to that track. Gosh, okay. Yeah, to that one. And yeah, that looks all fine to me. So if we go back to the same line we actually just started on a couple of minutes ago. And that will take me to the end of here. Which, just in case, because you know what this game is like, I'm going to set that point to meet up with me. So have we just crossed the bridge? Yes, we have. We're actually on the point right now. And in about, I'd say 5-10 minutes, we're back to exactly where we started again, just with a different trailer. And what should be all like, oh wait, sorry, you've got the wrong load. Please return and pick up the correct one. A bit more throttling. I was 50 miles per hour, so it's now essentially on the main line. And yeah, we're actually making some decent progress now, so it should take us 2 hours to get back to the starting point, where I'll then be able to end this mission. And like I said, I will be going to sleep in a bit, because it is now quite late. It's now 22 past 11 UK. I'm recording this one very late. It's not later than I normally do, but I just had time to quickly put this in. And tomorrow morning I'll edit this and upload it ready for you guys to watch. Go underneath the bridge. It's nice Nice relaxing little return journey now this, because I know that all the points are all correct. Again, this one, the one I got caught on initially, just before I started recording this video. Otherwise, nothing else really can go wrong at this point. I mean, ooh, what's that? Oh, these trains have air conditioning. I mean, they don't actually do anything, but I did not realise we actually have air conditioning in these trains. That's nice. Bit more power in. Let's go at 50 miles per hour again. Unfortunately, we can't go any faster because that is the freight speed limit for the majority of the line. I mean, there are some sections where you can go faster. For example, in the sand patch grades around Cumberland Yard, where there is like no passenger train service, it's just freight. It's in those sections where you can really start getting the trains moving. But when it comes to having dual freight and passengers trains, due to health and safety, these need to go much slower, much safer. Now, is that a bump mapping wall with a flat texture on it? That's what I want to say. I could be wrong, but there's a shadow behind it, so something's definitely amiss here. Where that number needs to be. Ah, it's GP38-2. That answers my question. But yeah, that's a little bit of a miss. Moving the sun visor seems to advance that for me. There you go, GP38. GP40 is the DLC. It's a decent train, like I said. I do own the GP40. It's a very similar train to drive, but again, it's just another one of little those more like fun kind of things. Comes in with 2 extra liveries as well. And the main reason you go for it is also you've got the extra like trailers as well, so you've got different kind of loads you can take, more scenarios, and just overall a few more missions as well. I'm going downhill, so put some initial reduction in. A little bit more than initial reduction actually, is just to keep this thing going. There we go. And the yard is now in view. 0.6 miles. We're almost home, guys. We're almost home. So we are now in neutral power. We're going downhill slightly, but yeah, at this point it's now just a case of I'm holding the brakes, and as soon as we're ready to come to a halt, I will then bring the train to a stop. And a mission that should have only taken 40 minutes, now about 53, 54 minutes coming up to now. So yeah, the mission was a lie. The length was a lie. I'm not complaining. I enjoyed it. It was a fun little drive. Quite a mysterious one as well. So that will come to a halt in a moment. There we go. This track, which one would assume is the one that we're meant to take. Again, the green, the blue. Where is the arrow? There it is. Does that line up? I believe it does. Yes, it does. I don't know why it's disappearing like that, but hey, the game's got its own reasons to do things, and we should respect that. I'm not trying to do the engine on, I can hear it in the distance. I'm not sure which one though in particular. So in a moment, I'll now hit the brakes. Let's put a little bit more power just to keep us going for the last final stretch. in a moment. There we go. Come to the end of the thing. So I did set the point earlier, right at the end of this area here. Probably actually was a good idea to do that because we may not overshoot, but the back of the train's definitely going to actually hit the start of that point. We even need to move forward, possibly. No, we don't. I'm glad we don't. Good work. Ensure the locomotives are secure, then head over to the nearby pickup truck. So that will now put in full service. That one will put on field application as well, just to make sure that everything is going. That's fine. GT complete. I'm out of there. Yeah, goodbye. Nice knowing you. But yeah, fine, don't even look at me. Okay, let's get out of here. So down on this side, because I believe the pickup truck was here. Where is the pickup truck? I have no idea. You know what? Okay, it's that one. Makes sense. Head over to that, and then they'll drive me home. Good old redneck style. So there we go. Whew. Mission summary. You've completed scenario. Time taken 56:26. I wish it was 26:26. Miles driven 7.4 miles. Miles walks 1.9 miles. Almost walks 2 miles there. That's mental. Otherwise, we're now level 15. NEC New York level 6. GP38-2 level 1. 7,100 points in total. And yeah, we can finally bring an end to this mission. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did. Do subscribe. Helps the channel out a lot by subscribing. Yep, I'm waking up in 8 hours because I'm still going to sleep. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And I'll see you guys next time. Good night.